We're overstocked this morning.
Oh, then we're good, yeah.
Yeah, the first when I went to the bank, I got it.
No, that's fine. I can do you already. That's fine.
We're all over. 1 to 2, we're still stacked.
Why are the banks closed tomorrow?
Juneteenth. The new holiday they did a few years ago.
Okie dokie then.
I know, right? Move my fucking truck. Move my truck around. Please. Move my truck around. And give me my keys to my truck. I don't want this to do. Please go get my truck. Thank you. Is it this one right here? Yeah. No, it's a Mercury tunnel. What's that?
Hey, Matt, we said Juneteenth was the holiday tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not. Like,
We got mad at us.
here. Like,
Yeah, that's why the banks were closed for the Juneteenth.
I don't even know what is Juneteenth.
Exactly, nobody really knows, but I think it's something to do with reparations or something.
Yeah.
Hello there, villagers. Welcome back to another video here in Stacy's Random POV. And today, I know this video is overdue. This came out in June 19th on the day of Juneteenth, and it has sparked a lot of feelings and a lot of, well, conversation around this entire situation and it reminded me how much racism is still alive and well in this country. So as you guys can see in the beginning, this first video, this lady comes in the store talking about, or this man came in the store talking about the bank is closed and he doesn't understand why the bank was closed, and they made fun of Juneteenth. A lot of banks are closed in Juneteenth because it's a federal holiday, and something that was so simple as to make a Google search about, they decided to mock the holiday and also just insult the black community in one. And rightfully so, the lady stood up and said, okay, I'm out of here. I want my truck, I'm out. She didn't argue with anybody, she wasn't belligerent with anybody, she just up and left. And I believe that after she was outside, someone from the store, the mechanic, came out and asked her why is she leaving, if they insulted her, and she said no, that she was going to go online and she was going to talk about this, about what they were saying in that store. And they said, okay, fine, then we're just going to release the video online themselves. And that was the video that they released, and it did not get any better for them. And the sad part about this is that the day after this video came out, the ratings was at 1.1. And the owner, let's be real, South Carolina is the place where this went down. And for a lot of people, they're not surprised because they are aware how racist South Carolina is and how they are basically KKK in sundown towns all around. So this white establishment was going to be okay regardless. And fast forward today, their ratings are back to a 3.3 or 3.2 in Google reviews, but the Yelp reviews, however, have paused taking in the reviews from other people. But I say this to say, because honestly, if you are a business owner, the least that you can do is have kindness for every patron that comes in and out of your business. The customer is always right, and you have the right, or at least the common decency of respecting a holiday, even though it does not apply to you. The same thing is expected if you have a Jewish customer, if you have a Chinese customer, and they have a holiday that is federal installed in America. You expect for the common decency and respect for someone, if they don't know anything about it, to do a simple, slight Google research, Google search, or just ask a person from said religion or said background about their holiday, and you may or you may not come across somebody who may educate you about the matter. But this is something that's already been completely understood in this country. Black people have always taken the short end of every stick. Once one black person does something bad, all black people are bad. Meanwhile, a white man or a white person can go out there and be belligerent and ignorant, and we are expected to understand that it's only some of them that are belligerent and ignorant and racist, which is a narrative that's already been overplayed over and over again. But I want to know what you guys think about this matter. The Synergy Auto Shop or Synergy Shop is ridiculous. It's unacceptable that they were so open and so blatantly and speaking about Juneteenth in this matter, and there is no repercussions about it. It's ridiculous. If you think an apology is enough, it's not enough. They gotta pull down all of those workers and teach them at least an hour or two about customer sensitivity and teach them about different holidays that other people, from regardless of background, celebrate, that is considered federal, and that banks will be closed. Now, obviously, this came out and it sparked a whole bunch of conversation online. I brought you some of the reactions of other people because, trust me, us as black people, we were not happy about it, and rightfully so. But again, I can't wait to hear what you guys got to say. Y'all know how I like to do things here. Subscribe so you can get notifications of every time I post a video. And also, once you subscribe, you become a member of this village. You love this village. You appreciate this village because, baby, it obviously takes a village. So I'll see you guys on my next video. And again, I'll be down in the comments with you guys. I can't wait to hear what we got to say about this. And even if you don't think it's an important holiday, I can tell you that Columbus Day is also an unimportant holiday. But hey, who am I? And who are you? So we're here to have this proper conversation as proper adults. Let's go. Let's get this conversation going.
Wilson car shop owner this evening is apologizing after one of his employees' comments about Juneteenth has sparked backlash. The incident was also caught on camera. It led to one customer walking out and demanding her car back. WRAL's Flynn Snyder talked with the shop owner about what happened.
It started Wednesday when a customer in the waiting area at Synergy Auto Care asks,
Why are the banks closed tomorrow?
an employee behind the desk replies,
Juneteenth. The new holiday they did a few years ago.
leading to this comment from the customer.
Okie dokie then.
That's when another employee says,
I know, right?
immediately, a black woman sitting in the waiting area starts to walk out, appearing upset over the exchange.
Pull my truck around, please. Pull my truck around and get me my keys to my truck.
Seconds after the customer leaves, a third customer in the waiting area asks,
What is Juneteenth?
Exactly. Nobody really knows, but I think it's something to do with reparations.
Once word spread about the incident, the shop's owner, Josh Doherty, posted the footage online to explain what happened. He quickly removed the post and his business's Facebook page after receiving fierce backlash. What did your staff member mean by "I know right" in response to that customer?
She was thinking the holiday had a whole nother meaning. She was believing it had to do something with the school letting out teenagers where the teeth came from it.
WRAL made several attempts to contact the woman seen walking out in the video, which has now been shared widely on social media. Her relatives told us she was unavailable for an interview. Several accounts have voiced support for the woman. "Thank you for standing up for us at that shop, love," said one commenter. "You did the right thing," said another. The shop owner says he's since taken steps to educate the employee and the rest of his staff about Juneteenth, a holiday which became a federal observance in June 2021, commemorating the end of slavery in the U.S.
She doesn't really have a platform to say how much she apologizes for it and she wishes it never happened, but she tells me every day that, she wishes it didn't go down that way and she didn't know and she wishes she would have known what she knew now.
Doherty says he has reached out to the woman in the video to apologize. Flint Snyder, WRAL News, Wilson.
Now, the shop owner claims that some of his employees have gotten death threats after that exchange. He tells us no one has been terminated following the incident.
It says, I called them to schedule oil change. Mind you, I live in Kansas. They asked me my name. I said June. They asked my last name. I said Teenth. They hung up. Now you can't get through the phone. Y'all are killing me in these comments, bro. Y'all are killing me. Y'all are so funny, bro. I have been cracking up all day. Since I made the post 2 hours ago, I've been cracking up the whole 2 hours with y'all comments, bro. Okay, a lot of y'all are saying like, oh, they're restoring their Google reviews back to normal and they're back at 3 point whatever the fuck they was at before. It wasn't 4. We know it wasn't a 4 or 5 star. So, but I guess everybody's saying that their bad reviews are getting, deleted and stuff. Yelp. And then someone else in the comment section said, if you don't comment but just put a 1-star review, it'll stick. Don't shoot the messenger. Happy Juneteenth, my people. I love y'all.
In a random act of pettiness, I went to the Synergy Auto Care website just to see what the reviews were looking like. And it's come to my attention that they really are deleting our 1-star reviews, our very accurate 1-star reviews. And I know for a fact they're deleting reviews because when I first left my review, they had an average rating of 1.2 stars. Now they're at 3.4 stars. And if you see at the bottom, the 1 star, the bar isn't even full. That's how I know they're deleting reviews, because when I left mine, the fucking bar was full. So if you don't got nothing else to do this Sunday and you just want a little act of pettiness, you want to get something off your chest, go ahead and stop by Synergy Auto Care and leave them a very accurate review of their shop. Hopefully they know by now what Juneteenth is.
Synergy Auto Care in North Carolina is currently receiving a lot of backlash and negative reviews, and it is well deserved. When you work for an establishment, especially when you work face-to-face with customers, you have to know that any personal beliefs that you may have, whether it's political, religious, or as in this case, you just don't like a particular holiday, you have to keep that to yourself, especially when you're old enough to know that what you're saying will directly affect someone that's sitting next to you. The only thing that I was happy to see in that video was when that woman got up, simply asked for her keys, and walked out that establishment. She didn't cause a scene. She didn't curse anybody out, because y'all know if she did that, it would have gave so many people online a reason to try to justify what happened to her. There's absolutely nothing you can do to justify that employee's action in that situation. And I hope that person gets terminated ASAP.
So I live in North Carolina, probably like 15 minutes from Wilson, North Carolina. And I just want to say happy Juneteenth to all my Black friends, all my Black beautiful women friends, all my handsome Black men. And y'all have a blessed day, and especially happy Juneteenth to the woman who walked out of Synergy Auto Care in Wilson, North Carolina. They 1000% made the comments that they did regarding Juneteenth intentionally and did not care who they made uncomfortable in that time and in that moment. And I'm actually here to tell you that this is like an everyday occurrence with people in North Carolina. They are extremely conservative. They're disrespectful. They're downright racist. I grew up more, in Maryland, in the Maryland area, and like right on the Mason-Dixon, like Pennsylvania. While they're still racist there, coming here to North Carolina was a bit of a culture shock to me, because the way that people are so openly racist down here is crazy. The shit they say is like next level. So anywho, happy Juneteenth to everybody and all their friends.
Y'all are missing the mark with Synergy Auto. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a lady in North Carolina that went to go get her truck taken care of at Synergy Auto. She was sitting in the lobby waiting for her truck to be serviced, and the guy behind the counter made a comment about Juneteenth, which caused one of the people that were sitting in there to make kind of this, okie dokie kind of thing, and everybody bust out laughing. So she picked up, asked him to run her keys, and she walked out. I ain't giving y'all shit. When white people do something wrong, they like to try to defend it with their whole chest. No, that's not, I didn't mean it. No, they just sat there like, what do we do? Just pay attention to the video. The gentleman that ran out at the end, who ran up to the guy and was like, what happened? He watched his money walk out the door. Then the company posted the video because they knew that lady was going to get online and go in, and they wanted to show their side of the story. We didn't do nothing wrong. And therein lies the problem. So many of you will say, I'm not racist, but you don't know what racism looks like. So when given the opportunity to stand up, you do nothing.
Synergy Auto Care in Wilson, North Carolina. Let me give you a piece of advice. Long story short, if y'all don't know any of these people, y'all been living under a rock. So there was a video that went out that they posted, by the way. Basically, one of their workers was laughing at the fact that she didn't know anything about Juneteenth. And the internet took it as if she was just making fun of it. She most definitely laughed at it in the video. And of course, there was a woman in there. She got up and she left. She said, yo, give me my truck, give me my keys, I'm out. The story is all over TikTok. Y'all can watch it. I ain't gonna get into it, but I need to talk to Synergy. Well, number one, ever since that has happened, they have been getting no business at all. You wonder why? You should know why. But where y'all messed up at, sad to say, dropping that footage. I guess y'all really thought that dropping that footage would protect y'all. But y'all failed to realize that just because you drop the footage doesn't mean that people are gonna be on your side. When people see videos of things like that, right, of certain events and certain things that happen, they're not just gonna take your side because you have footage. No. They're gonna pick the right and wrong side. And in this situation, y'all was wrong. And the sad part is, because y'all was wrong, y'all took the video down, y'all took the post down, and y'all deleted y'all Facebook because y'all couldn't handle the heat. And I get why the manager did it. He did it because he said he doesn't want it to be one-sided, but it is one-sided. And then what made matters worse is that this was done on Juneteenth. Like, dude, oh my God. Like, I've been seeing this all on my timeline, and I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing about it, but I seen the second video today, like of one of them. I think it was this guy right here. Yeah, he was doing the interview and he was vouching for the girl that left, or for the woman that left, right? Why she ain't get on the news and say anything? Yo, this happens every day. And it's in Wilson, North Carolina, so you already, yo, like, you in the wrong place to be doing that publicly. I ain't gonna lie. They not playing with you in Wilson, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how they gonna come back from this one. I don't go to car shops, so I do all the work myself, so you won't see me there anyway. What y'all think about this, man? I just feel like they really thought they was doing something when they dropped that footage. They thought that people was gonna be like, yeah, she wrong. Nah, that ain't how it work no more, bro. But yeah, they ain't got no business. And it's crazy because like people are literally recording them, showing that y'all have no business now. Something else need to change. So hey, like for more.
Just the messenger, but I thought I'd let y'all know that Synergy Auto Care, the ratings are back up to a 3.2 as of like 20 minutes ago. Just an hour ago, they were at 1.2. So y'all either deleting comments or what? Because y'all already turned the phones off. That's not stopping nobody. I guess apparently y'all closed for the day. That's not going to stop people from coming up there throughout the whole week. Matter of fact, make the entire month of June, because I've been seeing people in the comments even say that they're in Texas, they're in wherever. They're going to keep calling. Like, I'm not understanding what's up with these companies. Like, why do y'all keep on doing this to yourselves? Hatred and ignorance will make you broke. Like, have y'all not learned from Target? What made me mad about this whole situation is they always try to make the black woman the aggressor. This lady got up being very respectful. Give me my keys. Give me my truck. In the statement, they said that it was customers that was doing the whole... No, it was the people that worked there. Because y'all putting out the video and the statement, they ain't do nothing but backfire. Good job. You know what? Shout out to her, because I know she wanted to shake the table. I know she wanted to move some furniture, because don't do that. Don't play with us like that. Not today, or any day for that matter.
Hey, Yelp is trying so hard right now to do damage control. Everybody found out you go on Yelp, write a review, and it can't get deleted. So motherfuckers is swarming over there. Like, you know how we do. We go in tribes. Like, Yelp. Go watch the fuck out. You're gonna be next. Don't be sticking up for these people. You know what I'm saying? Let us do our thing. Watch the fuck out. Let us do our thing. Like, catch writing reviews. Like, I drove my car out and the shit broke down. Oh, yo, just get out the way, man. We can't even write a review because y'all fuck around and want to help these motherfuckers out. Get out the way. Y'all gonna be next. I promise you, y'all gonna be next. I promise. Let's do our thing. Watch the fuck out. Oh.
That lady gathered her belongings like Viola Davis. Asked for her keys and said, pull my truck up to the front at the Synergy Auto Care place. She didn't cut up. She didn't curse nobody out. She didn't act foolish. She said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to deny you the pleasure of my dollars. She was very demure, very mindful, very cutesy. Now the internet is in a tizzy, baby. People are ringing Synergy Auto Care up. But that's how you do it. You don't have to cut up. You don't have to holler and cuss some people out. When he made that off-color joke or that off-color remark about Juneteenth, she said, oh, okay. I get it. Understood. Grabbed her belongings so gingerly, proceeded to tell a young man, oh, I need you to bring my truck to the front, give me my keys, and I'm out of here. That's how you do it. You don't have to cut up. You don't have to act crazy. You ain't got to cuss nobody out. Just stop spending your money with these places.
This has to be the best explanation I've ever heard. I'm finished laughing, so here goes, right? I don't know if y'all saw the news report, right, where the owner was speaking, and he said, and I quote, the young lady that said Juneteenth right and start laughing, she started laughing because Juneteenth, she thought Juneteenth mean that kids was out of school, teenagers was not in school, and she thought it was funny that kids was not going to be in school and the banks was closed. Come on, that's all. Now, isn't that we're the slow one or she the slow one? Like, either way, go. So you heard of a holiday called Juneteenth. You asked no question. You assume because it got teenager that it's teenager holiday and they're not in school, and that's what's her excuse. Now, is it believable? Is it believable? Because I'm sitting here like, is she the slow one or we the slow one to believe that? But anyway, that's what she said. She thought Juneteenth mean teenager was out of school. She was not trying to be offensive. Child, okay.
I am real proud and pleased that someone shot a video at that Synergy car care in Wilson, North Carolina. No traffic, no customers. You fucked around and found out by treating that sister, part of that Juneteenth holiday, that's a federal holiday, like she was an indentured servant. You don't mess with black people, Synergy car care. No way possible. And it's not up to me, the people in the black community, the Latinos and Hispanics, to teach white people what that June 16th, 1865 date means. It made it a federal holiday because this year will be 160 years since slavery was abolished. Well, they had to do the amendment to the Constitution, but that was the starting point. And you get flunkies like Max Robinson, the brother, who ran for governor in North Carolina, and Josh Stein beat him like a bad damn penny. Beat him. He's making all these, why he doesn't support the holiday and this and that. That's a proud holiday. Like Martin Luther King's Day is a proud holiday. It should be respected. And that sister, I'm ultimately proud of you. After that incident that happened inside that waiting area, and you were the only black person in there, you got real bold and said, come give me my fucking keys. I'm out of here. Don't change my oil. And left there with her head raised. That's what has to happen. And Synergy Car Care and other independent shops that are like that treat blacks, African Americans, and even Hispanics that way, you're going to lose business. We did it to Target. We could do it to Synergy Car Care in Wilson, North Carolina. If you like this video, click on the heart button and follow me. And for others, you're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. And finally, Dios te bendiga. May God bless you and keep you all. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
We're stopped this morning. Oh, then we're good.
Yeah, I prefer when I went to the thing. I got you.
No, it's fine. I can be already on phone. Okay. 1, 2, 2, step.
Why are the banks closed tomorrow?
Juneteenth. New holiday they did.
Okie dokie then.
I know, right? Hop on the truck. Pull my truck around. Please. Pull my truck around. And give me my keys to my truck. I don't want this to know. Please go get my truck. Thank you. Is it this one right here? Yes, no, it's a Berkeley tunnel. What's that?
He said Juneteenth was a holiday tomorrow. I'm not. We got that done. He has one name for Juneteenth.
I don't even know what is Juneteenth.
Exactly. Nobody really knows, but I think it's something to do with reparations or something.
Yeah.